This is Personal Shaman Podcast, and I'm your host, Polly Behringer. Specialized in holistic modalities, alternative methods to help you heal and release trauma. I'm going to remind myself to keep it simple. So instead of recording in my office space, we're going to sit out here on my front porch and feel the rays of the sun on us. I want to take you on a visual journey, an analogy of Yoga Nidra and where it comes from. I like to use analogies because it helps me share things that are unfamiliar to others in a familiar way. I feel like it's a way of connecting the dots. I want you to imagine us standing on a grassy hill. I want you to see yourself. As we look out along the horizon, we see this tree, this big, beautiful, magnificent tree, and it's called the Yoga System. I tell you, I think I'm going to make us a pie, a Yoga Nidra pie. I share with you that I need an apple from that tree. I get that this is symbolic of Adam and Eve and the apple, right? But it's not. I just like apple pie. You say to me, I'm going to go to the tree and get an apple. You see yourself walking towards the tree. The colors of the setting sun against the sky, the breeze against your skin, can already taste the sweet dessert. As you get closer, you notice the tree has a lot of branches, and you intuitively understand each branch is a different form of yoga. Getting closer, you notice each branch produces a different fruit. One of the branches is Raja Yoga. It's glowing with the word meditation. You understand that this is the branch that leads you to a state of inner peace and awareness. You know Raja Yoga, also known as Royal Yoga, is where the apple for Yoga Nidra pie comes from. As you get closer to the branch, you realize there are 8 different apples hanging from the Raja branch. Each of the apples represent a stage in Raja Yoga. The first 4 apples along the branch are bright, vibrant, perfectly formed, and represent conscious mind, the rational, the analytical, the parts of the consciousness that is active when awake. You move your hand from the first apple, Yama, to the second, Niyama, then the third apple, Asana. You're familiar with Asana. It's the physical practice. You think back to yoga classes you've attended, the sun salutations, the cobra poses. You continue to move your hand to the 4th apple, Pranayama. You remember it from the classes you've taken. You've remembered it from people telling you to tune into your breath or doing breathing exercises to try and control or regulate your mood or your emotions. The last 4 apples involve the subconscious mind, where we store all of our experiences and the ego. The last 4 apples are the higher external stages. You move your hand to the 5th apple, Pratyahara. You think back to which apple we need, and you remember it's the 5th apple. You realize this is the one, but you're still curious. You move your hands to feel the last 3 apples, the 6th dharana, the 7th dhyana, and the last, the 8th apple, samadhi. In Yoga Nidra, you are asked to step back and be a silent observer, allowing thoughts to come to you and through you. While you step back, you allow the flow of information that once held you back to flow, to move on, while you become the silent observer. You move your hand back to the 5th apple, Pratyahara, the withdrawal from senses. You're pretty sure this is the apple you were told you needed to make the Yoga Nidra pie. You reach for the apple, take it, put it in your pocket, and walk back. This is the best way for me to kind of explain how Yoga Nidra is an integral part of the yogic system. While it's not everything, it is a huge part of how we can find peace in our body by creating stillness and peace, finding this bliss body in our moments of chaos in our daily life. I know this is a lot to take in, and so I feel like if I could just give you 5 minutes of information here and there, it's easier to grasp the concept of what Yoga Nidra is. And over time, over a series of episodes, you'll learn, you'll be able to see a fuller vision of not just what Yoga Nidra is, but the benefits that it provides and its origins. The more you practice the Yoga Nidra sessions, I promise you, Yoga Nidra is like a bank account. Every time you listen to Yoga Nidra, you are accruing this benefit of recovery, rewiring your brain, stepping back from the pollution or the noise, the chatter of society, and coming back to your true self, this sense of peacefulness. I know this was a lot of information, but if we had to sum up this episode, there's this tree and it's the yogic system. And this beautiful, amazing tree has all these branches. And Yoga Nidra is one of the fruits hanging off one of the branches, right? And that branch is Raja Yoga. And on Raja Yoga, there's 8 fruits. And it's the 5th one, Pratyahara, that withdrawal from senses. It's not the only thing that makes up Yoga Nidra, but if we had to choose one like its core, that would be it. I hope this helps. And the more I do this, the deeper we dive. I'm constantly a student. I'm always learning myself. I am constantly learning because I'm moving out of limiting beliefs, just like a lot of people. The more we do Yoga Nidra, the more these walls within our mind start to shift and break down. We're allowing ourselves to step back, be that silent observer, be that student of life. So I'm looking forward to continuing this flow with you through the Personal Shaman podcast. Personal Shaman isn't about me being your personal shaman. It's about you becoming your own. Thank you for being a part of this journey. And the next episode is another Yoga Nidra session. I hope you enjoy it.